If I could have everybody's attention here in the media center, we are now joined by Chase Elliott, driver of the number 9 Napa Auto Parts Chevrolet in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. He is your reigning NASCAR Xfinity Series champion. And Chase, you had quite a moment here last year, clinched the championship. At what point, when you were driving around the track, did you finally hit home that you're going to be a NASCAR champion and really launch your career that way?
Yeah, well, I mean, not till the checkered flag wave, because you never know what's going to happen. So it definitely was a great race for us to clinch here, and with the race to go and to be able to go into Homestead and just kind of go and try to grab a win down there and not really worry about anything else. So this was, I think we finished 5th here in the fall race. So it definitely was. I feel like an improvement, a little bit from the first time we were here, and this hasn't really been a place I feel like I've done a very good job at. So I feel like to get a top 5, firstly, was an improvement, and then definitely to clinch championship made it for a great day.
We're going to now open up the floor to questions. If you have a question for Chase, so we'll get a wireless microphone to you. We'll first start with Michael over here and then go to Jeff.
Hi, Chase. Michael Knight from the Arizona Republic. I heard your radio interview after the race in Las Vegas last week, and, you were pretty stressed out. You said there was nothing good to be taken out of the race, basically, and there'd be a lot of conversations within the team. Could you just give me a sense of, what has happened within the team this week?
Yeah, and I mean, nothing really, just, preparation for another week. I think we were all kind of frustrated with how we ran last week, and the result didn't really reflect how we ran. We really didn't deserve to finish 5th last week. It got really lucky with the way the caution fell and got our lap back there. So we were all just frustrated. We were battling to stay on the lead lap, and when you're battling to stay on the lead lap, that's not a good day. So I try to be honest and be simple about things, and we honestly did not have a good day. So why lie about it?
Okay, we'll go to Jeff next, then over here to Jerry.
Jeff Clark from USA Today. You have a very business-like approach to what you do, and you're very hard on yourself and self-critical. But at the same time, you're on this wild ride, and your stock is rising. What's life like for you right now? Do you take any time to enjoy what's going on?
Yeah, definitely try to, and racing is the only thing I've ever wanted to do since I was little. So for me to say that I'm not enjoying what I do every weekend would be a big lie. So I love what I do, wouldn't trade it for anything, and racing itself, like I said, is the only thing I've really had a whole lot of interest to growing up. So for me to have a chance to do that every week and to be a part of a great race team with great sponsors and great people, that's I wouldn't trade it for anything. That's what I've always wanted to do. Absolutely, yeah. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't having fun. So this is, from day one, I think that was kind of something my parents put a lot of emphasis on, and a lot of the people that I've grown up racing around. If you're not having fun, why come around? This isn't something that should not be fun and should be boring to you or stress you out. Sure, I'm competitive and I want to do well, and I put pressure on myself, and I think anybody who's competitive and wants to try to get better is going to be that way. So I think really our whole team is that way, and Ernie and I kind of had the same approach on things like that. So we try to have fun with it, and we want to do well at the same time. So we're just trying to improve and get better, and hopefully we can do that this week at Phoenix.
Okay, we'll go next to Jerry and then to Stan.
Hey, Chase, Jerry Fraley from the Dallas Morning News. Just curious, how do you balance the demands of the task at hand, defending your championship, versus what the future holds for you, with the Cup and beyond this?
Yeah, I just think put emphasis on the fact that next year is a year away, if that's what you're referring to, and just realize that's a long ways off, and there's a lot of racing between now and then that really has no reason to be overlooked. At the end of the day, I mean, we're doing a lot of racing right now. I feel like I have a job and to go and to give it up my all for my guys, and it's unfair for them for me to look past that, and I'm not going to do that to them, and they wouldn't do that to me. So I just try to be fair about it, and sure, I'm looking forward to next year, but at the same time, I'm also looking forward to this year just as much, and have a lot of exciting things with trying to make our first Cup start here in a couple weeks at Martinsville, and with a lot of new stuff with our Xfinity team and Ernie Cope and a lot of new guys. So I'm just excited about this year as I am next year, and hopefully we can have a good season and try to get to victory lane.
Okay, we'll go to Stan and then over here to Chris.
Stan Creekmore with RPMTonight.com. Chase, what have you and your team done to overcome the challenges that this racetrack itself has faced you with?
I guess just try to be as best prepared as you can, and when the guys are setting up these race cars, put what they have the most confidence in underneath these things in a setup, and if Ernie and the guys have confidence in something, then why shouldn't I? It's kind of the way I see it. So if those guys really believe in something and believe that this is the way we need to come to the racetrack, then I believe it, and I'm all in, and we'll give my best shot to do my part for them.
Great. We'll go to Chris and then up here to Reed.
Chris Knight, GetTrans.com. How do you guys approach this West Coast swing? Did you guys stay out here, or are you guys going back and forth in pretty good shape? And obviously you're going for your third consecutive top 5 finish this weekend after a 5th at Atlanta and a 5th at Vegas. What's it going to take for you and Ernie to finally gel and get that victory?
Oh yeah, as far as the coordination of going back and forth, our teams are flying back and forth, and truck drivers are driving back and forth. So for anybody who is around the racetrack, just when you walk up to a trailer, just completely ignore the driver and go shake the truck driver's hand, because that's the person who deserves some recognition this week. Those guys are doing a lot of driving, and I have a lot of respect for them and what they do. We couldn't do it without them. So. That's the first thing, and answer your question. I think Ernie and I are our communication's been good, and we've talked a lot the past couple of weeks, and we try to have great communication before the race and after. I try to give him all the information I have to give after the race to try to make our program better. So try to give him good notes and all that. I feel like plays a factor. So hopefully my information is good enough, after races to try to make this stuff better. I know he's constantly working hard to try to find speed in our race cars, and I think what it's going to take to go and get a victory is just a complete weekend and just a lot of execution. These guys are the people he raced against have gotten a lot better, over the past year for sure, and we know that, and we're definitely up to the task to try to get better and one up them. So hopefully we can do that this weekend and get out of here with a good finish.
Go up here, Reed.
Reed Spencer with NASCAR Wear Service. Chase, you mentioned Martinsville being 2 weeks away. Is the anticipation starting to get to you a little bit? And what, if anything, have you been able to do to prepare for that, given the West Coast swing and everything like that?
Yeah, definitely. I'm obviously very, very excited. You got to be careful about how excited you get, because a lot of things have to go your way just to get in the race in the first place without any points. So you don't want to get too overly excited for something that may not happen. So got to be careful there in the sense of making sure that qualifying goes okay. We're able to get in the show, and hopefully the weather will hold off at the same time. So if we can get in the race and whatnot, I'm really excited about it. And to make your first Cup start is something I've always wanted to do, and to go Cup racing. It's weird to be going to Martinsville to race myself and not go watch my dad. I've gone there and watched him race a bunch of times now. So it's just it'll be a different feel for sure to show up and be able to compete in the Sprint Cup Series, and I'm definitely looking forward to it, and hopefully we can have a solid weekend.
Hey Chase, RJ Kraft, NASCAR.com. I know it's only been a handful of races, but what differences have you noticed between Ernie's style and Greg's style from last year?
Yeah, I mean they're two different people. I think is the first thing. They have they go about things a little bit differently. It's hard for me to pinpoint exactly what is different about that. I see a lot of similarities too, really, and they their end goals are still the same. That they both want to go and want to run good, and they're that they're all in with their driver, that they really put a lot of confidence in who's driving the thing, and that's a big similarity I see right there between those two, and I think that's a great thing to have. If you're a driver, you definitely want to have that feeling of your crew chief and your guys have confidence in what you're doing, and it makes you go about your job a little better. So, I think they both go about things a little bit differently, but at the end of the day, their goals are still the same, and they want to have success and try to win races.
Wrap it up here with Chris.
Chris Knight, GetTrans.com again. I know this is a busy weekend for you, because not only are you racing tomorrow for Phoenix, but you're also going to compete in the Rattler on Sunday in Alabama. How do you lay out your travel schedule, and what was the reasoning behind running the Rattler race on Sunday?
Yeah, Well, as far as the schedule goes, it really just kind of depends on the weather, I guess, first and foremost, and hoping the weather is good enough to get from here back to Alabama on Sunday or Saturday night, I guess, after the race. So that's the plan. As of right now, we'll race here on Saturday, and we'll fly to Alabama Saturday night, and hopefully race on Sunday. So our car has to get in the show. I think they have a pretty good crowd down there right now. So hopefully we can get the thing in the race and go race on Sunday. So I don't really know. We just kind of sat down at the beginning of the season and tried to look at weekends where I could go run super late model races, and I enjoy racing with those guys and have a good relationship with the guys I've grown up racing with in those cars, and like to go race with them whenever I can. So I saw an opportunity to go race the Rattler. Hadn't been there in a handful of years. I think it was 2010 or 11 was the last time I was there. So saw a chance to go run and thought we'd go try, and hopefully it'll go well. It's kind of up in the air right now. Either Ricky Turner or Cale Gale will be driving the thing. Not sure just yet.
Well, Chase, we really appreciate you coming in today, and good luck this weekend, and safe travels to you.
Cool. Thank you.
Take care.